So here we go. This is the construction about halfway done. I apologize for recording this post-production, but the recording crashed and took out most of the recording with it. I'm not too thrilled with the very front corner of this. It's why I'm kind of looking at it right now. I'm not exactly sure what I can do to make that work better with the fact that the building kind of eases back from that edge. It's not a perfect rectangle or anything, so I've got to kind of figure that one out. I'm pretty happy with how this came off, especially for something that's very much an impromptu build. I'm not really one for planning out things too much when I get into this sort of spontaneous little mode, and I think it came out pretty well, all things considered. Now, one of the other things that I'm a little kind of questioning on as I'm looking at this is also the front here. I kind of like the front, but I don't think that little potion that I tried to put in there is going to work all that great. The blocks just don't really blend well with all the multiple views. You can see I've got the interior mostly done. I'm also trying to figure out the inside roof as well. I went with the nether brick in there because it's giving me a nice dark look as opposed to the outside of the roof, which I went with sandstone on, because the sandstone has that kind of curled look to it. It gives you almost a little bit like ceiling tiles almost. Ceiling tiles? Not ceiling tiles, roof tiles. Other than that, I'm really happy with how the back so far is starting to turn out. And then the inside, the interior of this place is also another thing that I'm really happy with right now. I didn't want to tear down the old hub itself because I'd have to basically build something around the portals again. And all the time I'd be slipping inside and out of the portals, which would just drive me insane. I love the entrance that I got here at the fountain, the fact that you've got the bridge over that you can get into. And I've managed to retain that structure down there and even kind of repurpose it. You know, obviously I've replaced the ceiling, but I've done so in a way that it's not dripping water everywhere and really kind of maintains the same look and feel, but gives it, you know, now that it's part of a much bigger build. The other thing I should also mention, I can move the portals, that's what I'm looking at over here, to these little 3 wide areas, which I'm thinking I might do for a couple of the, or maybe even a 2 wide for some of the smaller portal areas. Just to kind of make it a little easier to get to specific spots of a subworld, but I'm pretty jazzed about how all this has turned out. I just need to kind of work on a little details here and there. And of course, I've got to actually duplicate the builds that I'm doing inside over to the other side of the build here. That's going to take a little bit of time, so I'm going to basically do that off camera. Then I've got to figure out how to landscape around this thing too. You can see I've been putting some subterranean lights in here. But I definitely need to start thinking about building something out towards the front, like a garden. The corridor is also something I'm not exactly sure of, whether I'll keep those half slabs there, or the half slabs there. I may just go with the wall up in that corner. The slabs just don't really look like they blend in all that well. But yeah, I've got to get the rest of this build done, if only just to keep the animals out of there. I don't want them potentially... I don't think the multiverse portals let them through, but I'm not 100% certain, so... all things considered, pretty happy, like I said, and hope you guys have enjoyed looking at this go up and start to get put together. And again, my apologies for not having the original voiceover work here, but, well, when your computer crashes and you're lucky just to get the video out of it, it's unfortunately all you can pretty much do. So anyways, thanks guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next episode.